I had lots of fun at the nursery walking around today. Got lots of plants. They're sitting on the back porch. We got done at the nursery just in time because as I'm checking out, this big gust of wind came up and a storm blew in. And it's been raining ever since. That's okay. It's all right, Cece. I know you misspell things all the time. I'm not worried about it. It's like an expected thing. Good bit? Don't you mean good bot? There you go. It's my good Molly, huh? It's my good Molly dog. Mama's not trying to get your foot, girlfriend. Yes. Mama doesn't want to hit your foot. Good dog. Yes, she's a good girl. Hey, Cavanossi, welcome in. How's it going? It is. It is getting there. Ooh, that is a really good question. My average stream goes about 4.5 to 5 hours. And let's see, we had one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. We've got about 8 or 9 streams into this so far, which is 40 to 45 hours. And considering I stream usually twice a week, I have put in some extra streams on this too. Um, but yeah, I've got at least 9, if not 10 streams actually into this piece. Because the bezel itself took at least a stream and a half to do. That's not counting the stream it took me to sew down all of the fairy lights and glue down all the crystals. So I would say I think this is my 12th stream, so 12 times 5 is 60 hours so far then, if we go for the upper number. At this rate, with all the beads into here all the time, this is probably a $3,000 piece when I go to sell it. If I sell it, if somebody wants it. $3,000 probably when I'm finally all done, said and done with it. Yeah. Because you figure this isn't even close to done. I still have to cut it out, back it, edge it, fringe it, make the tassel, do the earrings, do the clasp. I mean, it's got so much stuff left to do on it, it's not even funny. And I have to make the earrings yet. I haven't even glued down the earrings. I've just been focused on getting this part, working. Yeah, but I don't know. I've never had one of my pieces go that high in price. Even the one where I did dentalium shell and herringbone stitch and everything in a pattern around a carved gourd face that I carved and inlaid myself, even that one I wouldn't put for more than 26, 2700. Not because I'm trying to sell myself short or anything, but because you have thing is what is the market going to bear? If somebody's willing to buy this, what are they willing to pay, you know? I can I'm not going to sell myself short by any means. I'm going to price it what it's worth in my opinion. So I don't understand some certain things in there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes that goes into those rings and stuff, Cabinosi, and a lot of it might be the cost of the stone. The main cost in those is the gold and whatever stone they're using. Gold is not cheap. Certain stones are very expensive. Um, you know, problem, Cece. I mean, I remember we talked about Alexandrite as stone back a few streams ago, and that stuff, depending on the quality and the grade of the stuff, can fetch just as much as a perfect natural diamond. So if you're talking about the cost of a ring, there's a lot of skill that goes into making those. It's not just, some labor aided by machines. There's a lot of skill that goes into making that stuff. Fastening is very hard to do right. I do know that some stones they will fasten by machine these days, depending on what it is. Others are still done by hand, again, depending on the stone type. A lot of your really high quality stones are done by hand. Um, so, they're going to take your softer stones and fasten those on a machine, whereas the hand fastening is going to be done on the expensive stuff. There's somebody here on Twitch that does fastening. And he does some beautiful, beautiful stones. But I'll tell you, his stones ain't cheap. Everything he does is hand faceted. And it's a skill. And people do commission him for custom faceted stones. Because he'll do the designer fastening, the stuff with the really intricate patterns that usually is you find in the highest end jewelry. He'll do that. And he's done some pretty wild patterns in stones. And then there are those really talented people that have figured out how to use a fastening machine to cut and polish regular cabochons. One of my friends did that. She learned how to cut and polish cabochons by herself using a fastening lap. And I'll tell you, her stones are absolutely stunning. I actually own some of her stones. She has done some amazing work on a flat lap, and you would never know that she did her stuff on a flat lap. Um, I think they are equally as difficult. Now, mind you, I haven't done either one, so I'm sure there are people that could argue that differently. Um, but that being said, you know, they both use pretty expensive equipment. You both have to hold the stone just right against the equipment to get it to cut and polish. There's a lot of transferable skills between the two.